Hi, everybody. Marc Summers here, and welcome to Wink's Vault. He always has some amazing stuff there, which I popped up many times, not being aware that he had these things. So it's always fun to watch. Today, we're going to talk about a pilot I shot in 1987. It's called Monopoly, and it was quite a task, quite honestly. King World was doing it. I had been doing Double Dare about a year, so I was a new kid on the block. What they didn't know was I played Monopoly religiously throughout junior high and high school. And so when they called me and asked me if I was interested in doing it, I said, not only am I interested in doing it, I can play that game better than anybody. And they said, what do you mean? And I said, well, can I do a run through? So they brought me in for a run through. And here's the deal. If you're on, pick a property, St. James Place, and you roll the dice and you get a 7, I don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know exactly where to go. I don't have to count in my head. It's just instinctive for me to go to the next property. Well, they thought that was really impressive because when the contestants would roll a 4 or 2, I say, oh, now you're on North Carolina. And they went, well, how do you do that? I said, I've been playing the game for so long, I just instinctively know. Now, here's the thing that we've all wondered about. How do you take a game that takes 14 hours to play and turn it into a half-hour show? Well, it was tried. I'm not going to tell you it was terribly successful, but I did do the initial pilot, and Dave Welliger, who's a good friend of mine, was a producer, and he plays Mr. Pennybags on this thing. But the idea of the concept of handing out deeds before the show starts and just the assumption that people will accept whatever you do was a little bit odd. We ran it through many, many, many times. What you're about to see is the end result. Afterwards, the King brothers and a bunch of people were off to Las Vegas, I think it was Caesar's Palace, to, quote, celebrate the pilot. I was not asked to be on that. In fact, I was paid so little to do this little pilot, but I was happy to do it simply because Double Dare was my initiation into hosting, and I was hoping through King World I would be able to host other things. They did invite me to host another show, but that's a whole other story. So anyway, enjoy this if you can, because it's an odd pilot. Here it is, Monopoly 1987. Marc Summers, the host. Enjoy it.
Monopoly. It's time to play Monopoly. Our players today are Claire Hine, a secretary from Phoenix, Arizona. Larry Olson, a bartender from Los Angeles, California. And our returning champion, a bank teller from New York City, Izzy Wolf. Today, one of these players could pass go and collect $50,000. And now, here's the host of the world's most popular board game, Marc Summers.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and welcome to Monopoly. Well, we've met our players. Now let's look at the board. This is the same board you've known for years, only ours is slightly bigger. As always, Rich Uncle Pennybags has given each and every one of you $5,000. He's also put $500 into free parking. Before the game, we randomly divided the colored properties into 3 sealed packets. Then we rolled the dice, and Claire won the right to pick first. And you picked packet number 3, and you have a Monopoly in the orange color, and that is St. James Place, Tennessee Avenue, and New York Avenue. Rich Uncle Pennybags gave you a free row of houses, and you built 2 more rows at $450 a row. So we will deduct $900 from your account. Larry, you picked second, and you have a Monopoly in 2 colors, the purple, Mediterranean Avenue and Baltic Avenue, and in the yellow, Atlantic Avenue, Ventnor Avenue, and Marvin Gardens. With the free row of houses that Rich Uncle Pennybags gave you, you added 2 additional rows on each Monopoly, so we will deduct $1,600 from your account. All right, Izzy, you picked third, and you have a Monopoly in the green. That is Pacific Avenue, North Carolina Avenue, and Pennsylvania Avenue. You get the traditional free row of houses. You have added 2 additional rows at $750 a row, so we will subtract $1,500 from your account. Now, in the first round, players, the object is to complete the remaining unformed Monopolies. Claire, your marker is the dog. You have the dice. Let's play Monopoly. Come on, Claire. You get an 8, and that puts you on Vermont Avenue. And Vermont Avenue is part of an unformed Monopoly, Claire. 2 of the properties belong to you. The other property belongs to Izzy. We are going to complete that Monopoly right now, and here's how we do it. First, let's take care of the rent. You landed on Vermont Avenue. That is your property. You don't have to pay yourself rent, but we need to find out who's going to get the monopoly, and I have a question for you, Claire, since you own 2 of the properties. Now, if you're right, you get the monopoly. If you're incorrect, the monopoly goes over to Izzy. Here is your question, Claire. Good luck. Filene's department store in Boston was the first department store in America to have what? Was it a bargain basement or escalators?
I'm going to say bargain basement.
You are correct, and you get that monopoly. Connecticut Avenue goes over to you, Claire. Uncle Pennybags will give you a free row of houses. Each additional row is $300. You can buy up to 2 rows in round 1. How many would you like to buy?
Buy them all.
Buy them all. Buy 2 rows. We will deduct an additional $600 from your account. That's the spirit I like, Claire. The dice go over to Larry. Larry, it is your first roll of the game. Good luck to you.
Okay, big one. Come on. Nice roll. Come on.
And you end up with a 5, and that puts you on the Reading Railroad. And I have a railroad card for you, Larry. You're going to play the railroad game with Rich Uncle Pennybags.
You know, Larry, I'm the conductor here on the railroad, and I'm going to take a little trip around the board. I'm going to take you with me. Now, I'm going to make 3 stops as I go around the board. You can get off at any one of those stops. But once you pass one stop, you can't go back to it. There's no backtracking here. Ready to go? My first stop is going to be Community Chest. You want to go to Community Chest?
I'm curious.
You want to keep going? Stop number 2 is going to be Park Place. You want to go to Park Place?
I don't know. That wouldn't do me any good. Let's go.
You go to the end of the line. There's no turning back. Go to jail.
Larry, not a great way to start this game off. You will go to jail. We'll get you out when it's your turn next time around. Izzy, you get the dice for the first time today. Let's hope you don't land in jail.
Okay.
And you end up with a 10, and you are just visiting jail. And I have a chance for you to get a get-out-of-jail-free card if you can answer this question correctly. What percentage of Americans say they had a pizza delivered in the last 3 months? Is it 4% or 40%?
Oh, I'd say 40%.
No, you are right, and you get a get-out-of-jail-free card. That could save your life a little bit later in the game. And Claire, we are back to you. You are currently on Vermont Avenue. Boxcars will put you on free parking.
That's what I want.
And you end up with a 5, and that puts you over on States Avenue. And States Avenue is part of an unformed monopoly. 2 of those properties belong to Larry. The other property belongs to Claire. That's you. Okay, we have to complete the monopoly right now. Here's how we do it. You landed on States, and the rent is normally $75. I can't pay that to you, Larry, because you're in jail. I'm sorry about that. But we are going to ask you a question, Larry, and if you are correct, you will get the monopoly. Which state has more farm acreage? Is it California or Texas?
I will say California.
I would have said that, but the answer is Texas. That is your 3rd monopoly, Claire. You get States, Virginia, and St. Charles Place a free row of houses via Rich Uncle Pennybags. You can buy up to 2 additional rows. You currently have $3,500 in your account, $450 per row. What would you like to do?
Buy them up.
Buy 2 more. Yes, Claire has her policy, and that's just buy them up. Okay, and she's doing a great job there. And we will add those 2 additional rows. And we are over to Larry. Now, Larry, I have a question for you. You are currently in jail. If you answer this correctly, you will get out of jail at no cost. Incorrect, it will cost you $500. In which city is it more expensive to rent a bodyguard? Is it New York City or Canton, China?
It's off the wall. I'm going to say Canton, China.
New York City is $250 a day. In Canton, it's $3 a day.
Oh!
$500 comes out of your account and goes into the free parking kitty, bringing the total to $1,000.
Well, I would like to get a 10. Here, come on, 10. Come on, 10. Here we go. Come on.
And 7 puts you over on Community Chest, and I have a Community Chest question for you, Larry. If you're right, you get a free row of houses. If you're wrong, you're going to lose a row of houses. What extra ingredient does Burger King add to its French fries before cooking? Is it salt or sugar?
Sugar.
Is right. It gives them that brown, crispy look. And you have a monopoly in the yellow, and you can add a free row of houses there. And players, that sound means the round is over. While we are away, we're going to let you do some more building. But remember, if your account falls below $2,000, you may no longer build. Izzy currently has the lead, and we'll be back for round 2 of Monopoly right after this.
Hi, Wink here. I want to thank everybody out there who is supporting my new Wink's Word Searches book. It's word searches with a trivia twist. I've compiled a series of 75 themed puzzles, ranging from Back to the Future to Yellow Stuff and everything in between. When you're done, you'll be challenged to answer my Winker's Thinker. Play hide and seek with words and test your trivia IQ.
Kind of fun, and it's available now on Amazon. Pick up a copy.
Hi, and welcome back to Monopoly. While we've been away, there's been a lot of building going on here. It looks a little bit like Atlantic City as we go to that corner over there with the yellow and green property. Now, players in round 2, if your account falls below $2,000, you may not buy houses or hotels. And anytime you go bankrupt, you're out of the game. We've added an additional $250 into free parking, which brings it up to $1,250. By the way, if you land on free parking, you could also win this.
It's a new car. It's the 1988 Corvette Stingray with a 5.7-liter Crossfire injected engine, 3-speed automatic transmission, power steering, electronic dash, and climate control. It's furnished by Chevrolet and valued at $33,000.
$33,000. And Izzy, you have an opportunity at that car. If you can roll a 10, you'll land on free parking. Hasn't happened yet today. Let's see if we can get it happening in round 2. And 8 puts you over there on Tennessee Avenue, and Tennessee Avenue belongs to Claire. Currently has 3 houses on it. $600 comes out of your account, Izzy, goes into Claire's account. You roll doubles. If you can roll snake eyes, you still have a chance at free parking. And a 3. Okay, and that puts you over on Kentucky Avenue. That is part of an unformed monopoly. 2 of those properties belong to you, Izzy, Kentucky and Indiana. The other property belongs to Larry. We need to find out who's going to get that monopoly. First of all, let's take care of the rent. Kentucky Avenue belongs to you. Don't have to pay yourself, but I have a question for you, Izzy, and if you are correct, you will have the monopoly. That will give you 2. Incorrect, Larry will get it, and he will have 3. According to Prevention Magazine, what percentage of American adults are overweight? 30% or 60%?
I'm going to say 60%.
And you are right. 60% is the answer. Illinois Avenue goes over to Izzy, gives her a second monopoly, and you will get your free row of houses. There's Rich Uncle Penny Bags doing that as we speak. Each additional row will cost you $600, and Izzy, you don't have the money to do it. You are currently at $1,400, so you'll have to accept that free row of houses as is. The dice go over to Claire, and Claire, you are over here on States. A 7 will put you in free parking. Oh, and that put you over on Kentucky. Well, that was perfect timing there, Claire, because it was for Izzy. It has 1 house on it. $300 comes out of your account, Claire, goes into Izzy's account. That certainly helps her out a lot. And Larry, you are the car, and you are currently where? You are over here on Community Chess. 3 will put you on free parking.
Come on, 3. Come on, 3. Come on, 3.
3 and a 2. Okay, and that puts you over on Chance, and I have a chance card for you, Larry. If you're right, you go to free parking. If you're wrong, you go to luxury tax. On the average, do Americans spend more money on lottery tickets or new clothes?
Lottery tickets.
The answer is new clothes. Oh, so you have to go to luxury tax. That is over there. Near go, but not close enough. And what we are going to ask you to do is roll the dice. Once you roll those dice, we will take 100 times the number you roll, and that's the amount that will go in the free parking kitty. Roll the dice. I hope it's a low number for you, Larry. Currently $2,300 in your accounts, and 4. You've rolled a 4, and that means we take 100 times that, and $400 comes out of your account, brings you down to $1,900, Larry. Izzy, you are over there getting close to jail. Be careful, you're 9 away. Don't want a 9, and you get a 6, and that puts you over there on Ventnor Avenue, and that belongs to Larry. There is a hotel there, and $1,500 comes out of your account and goes into Larry's account. Sorry about that. Claire, you have the dice. You are currently back where Izzy was, and let's hope that you do a little bit better
Okay,
than
just
Izzy
roll a
did.
big one in. Gotta live in jail.
No, you don't. 5, and that puts you over there on Atlantic Avenue, and we know what it costs, $1,500. Larry, you're doing good this particular time. And players, that sound means the round is over. During the commercial, we'll let you do some more building if you wish. We'll be back for our final round of Monopoly right after the break. Welcome back to Monopoly. We still have going up. We're going to double all the rents, players. And in this round, if you land on chance or community chess, we'll ask you a question and let you wager any or all of the money that is in your account. We have already added $250 into free parking. That is currently up to $1,900. We've taken the cash value of your houses and hotels, including those from Rich Uncle Pennybags, and added them back into your score. Larry, you had $4,500 cash. Taking the cash value of your property and adding it back into your score, it was $4,000. You now have $8,500. You are in first place. In second place is Izzy. You had $200 in cash, but taking the value of your houses and hotels added back in of $4,350. You are in second place with $4,550. And Claire, you had $800 in cash. Your property added into your account adds up to $3,500. You are in third place, but not far behind. Larry, you are the car. You are on luxury tax.
Come on.
Pick up those dice and let's roll
Four
them.
or a 7. 4 or a 7. Come on.
And you got a 7. Okay, first of all, we are going to give you $200 for pass and go. I have a railroad card. It says you're going to play hide and seek with Rich Uncle Pennybags.
Yes, Larry, we've got the word Monopoly here, and under each one of those letters, I've hidden something either very good or very bad. It's up to you to pick one of those letters, and let's see what's underneath.
I'm going to pick a crazy fluke. I'm going to go all the way to the end of the Y.
To the Y, and it says advance to Boardwalk.
All right, Larry, that is our unformed Monopoly, and Boardwalk belongs to Claire. And since you've landed on an unformed Monopoly, we must resolve it. $50, first of all, Larry, goes into Claire's account. That is, or $200 actually. That's the rent. $200 is the rent there. And since we landed on Boardwalk, I'm going to ask a question to you, Claire. Park Place belongs to Izzy. If you are correct, the deed goes to you, Claire. Incorrect, it goes to Izzy. What is the minimum number of paid vacation days after 1 year on the job for workers in France? Is it 2.5 days or 25 days?
I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to say 25 days.
You haven't gone crazy. That is the right answer. Yes. Claire, that means that you have 4 Monopolies. Uncle Pennybags will give you a free row of houses. Each additional row is $500. You currently have $4,200 in your account. You can shoot the works or you can play conservatively. What would you like to do? You're currently in third place.
I'm going to stay because I'm not going to do anything.
You're not going to do anything. Well, normally when you stay, that means you don't do anything, Claire, okay? So we are going to give the dice over to Izzy. And Izzy, you are the hat. You are over there on the yellow property. Let's see what happens when you roll the dice. And you get a 7. And that puts you over on Pennsylvania Avenue. And that belongs to you, Izzy, so you can relax a moment. The dice go back to Claire. And Claire, you are over there on Atlantic Avenue.
I want a 7.
7. And you get an 8. Okay, and that puts you over on Pennsylvania Avenue. Currently has a hotel, but remember, in our final round, the price is doubled. So normally it's $1,700. It is now $3,400. That comes out of your account, Claire. And the dice go over to Larry. Larry,
Give me a 3
you're on
for
Boardwalk.
community chest. Come on, 3.
8. Okay, and that puts you on chance. We will give you $200 for pass and go. You're in a pretty good situation. You are currently in the lead with $8,500. You can wager any or all. Actually, we just added $200 for pass and go. You have $8,700. Your category, how much is that doggy in the window? The question is about the most popular dog breed in America. How much would you like to wager?
I don't know that much. I'll go with $200.
Only $200, playing very conservative. Okay, according to the American Kennel Club, the most popular dog breed in America leads all the rest with over 100,000 registrations a year. Is the breed Collie, Cocker Spaniel, or Pit Bull?
I'm going to say Cocker Spaniel.
You are right. And that is the correct answer. Now, Izzy, you've been having some tough luck here, actually landing on property in that last roll. If you can get a 6, you'll land on go.
Okay, I
And that puts you over on community chest. We will give you $200 for passing go. Now, first place is within reach. It depends on how much you wager here, Izzy. Now, it's women in the workforce. Now, in this question, I'm going to name 3 occupations and ask you to identify the one with the highest percentage of women. How much would you like to wager?
I'm gonna go for $2,000.
$2,000. Izzy's very nervous about it, but $2,000 would give you the lead. Which of the following occupations, once considered to be for men only, has the highest percentage of women in the workforce? Is it mechanics, the clergy, or plumbers? A correct answer will give you the lead.
The clergy.
The clergy, McClergy. Now, I guess they worked at McDonald's. No, clergy is the answer. Congratulations. That now means it is the end of the round, and let's check our scores. And our scores say that with 10,150, Izzy wins the game. Congratulations. What an exciting game. It all came down to that wager. If you were incorrect, it wasn't going to happen. You weren't going to win. You were correct, and that means you do win the game. Larry, tough luck for you. You were in first place there for a short while. We have to say goodbye to Larry. We have to say goodbye to Larry. It was a great game, but we are going to come back. And when we do, Izzy, you will have an opportunity to win $50,000. We'll be back. Won $10,150. Let me remind you, that is not Monopoly money. We've turned that into real money. That is yours to keep forever.
Thank you, Mark.
You are welcome, and it's time to play our bonus game. Let me tell you about our bonus game. We put prizes under various spaces here on the board. When you land on one, you win the prize. Plus, if you land on a corner or turn a corner, we will give you an additional $1,000. You're going to get 5 rolls of the dice. If you can make it pass go on 5 rolls or less, you will get $25,000. But on your final roll, if you can land on go, we're going to give you a $25,000 bonus, a grand total of $50,000, Izzy. Not bad, huh? One little catch. When you play Monopoly, tell me the space you never want to land on.
Jail.
That is it, jail. Well, we've also added 6 additional go-to-jails, and if you land on go-to-jail, it's all over and you lose your accumulated cash and prizes. You can stop at any time and keep what you won up to that point. You understand all the rules?
Yes.
Let's get started. Let's have a high number here for you, Izzy. Roll those dice. Come on. 5 turns, and you get a 5, and that puts you on the Reading Railroad. And what prize do we have under the Reading Railroad?
A Westinghouse food processor.
Okay, Izzy, you have a Westinghouse food processor. You also have 4 additional turns to get past go. You can stop and take that food processor home with you, or you can go on. What would you like to do? Going on. Okay, let's get a high number here this time, Izzy. High number 6. That puts you on St. Charles Place. You turn a corner, $1,000 goes into your account. And what else do we have for you?
Schwinn, his and her bicycle.
Okay, this is for bicycles. We have a food processor. We have $1,000, and we have 3 additional turns. Now we have a go-to-jail coming up over here. If you land on free parking, you get a free ride card. That could save your life. What would you like to do?
I'll keep going.
Going on, 3 additional turns. You're going to need some higher numbers this time, Izzy. Come on, let's see what happens. And you get an 8, and that puts you over here on New York Avenue. You have 2 additional turns. We need to find out what prize is under New York.
A Magnavox home video system.
Okay, you are on New York Avenue. You have a home video system, his and her bicycles, a food processor, and $1,000. You only have 2 more turns, Izzy, to get to or past go. You can stop and take all those prizes and that money with you, or you can go on. What would you like to do? You're going on. All right, roll those dice. Roll those dice. And let's see what happens. Go ahead and toss it. Boxcars 12. Congratulations. All right, you turned 2 corners, $2,000 added to your score. And what's under Pacific Avenue?
A Macintosh home computer.
Okay, Izzy, you have a home computer, a home video system, his and her bicycles, a food processor, and $3,000. Now, when you roll doubles, you get an extra turn. You have 2 opportunities to get past go. You can stop, take all those prizes and all that money home with you, or you can go on. What would you like to do, Izzy?
I'm going to go on.
Going on. Good luck. We wish you lots of luck. Let me see what happens. Roll those dice.
Come on, 9.
Come on, and you get a 10. And you
Monopoly is a Parker Brothers game produced for television by Game World.
If you like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more. And check out my Facebook page for other exciting content.